Hello, welcome to Guitar Trek. I am Richard J. Dowling and I'm uploading an original song every week on YouTube. Today I'm uploading the video. This is the video for the song Idea, which will be next week's finished song. And let's see, the last song I uploaded was the Ride My Time Machine, which was a fun song. I wanted to do something fun. So this week I thought, well, okay, I want to do something the opposite, so something a bit more serious. And I'd always looked up to one of the best British songwriters, in my opinion, is a guy called Lee Mavers, who had a group called Lars, and the bass guitarist from that group went on to form a group called Cast, which is also a great group. And he had a song, There She Goes, which is probably everybody knows. It's a really, really famous song. And I always remember I saw that song when it was released back in, I think it was the early 90s, and it didn't have any success whatsoever. There was a late night chart show program. I don't remember the name, but it was either after Gladiators or it was on the other channel from Gladiators. I seem to remember there was some connection with Gladiators, but it was a music program. They would show you videos of songs that were released that week, and the guests, the artists who were invited along, would get the chance to press a button and stop the song if they didn't like it. And on one particular evening, they had as a guest, there was a group from the 80s. Oh, freaking hell! I think the singer is called Mark Shaw. And the song was This Big Area of Mine, or Big Area of Mine, and I can't remember the name of the group now, and I'm tempted to just check on my phone. I will. I know this is not live, but here we go. I should have rehearsed all this before, but I figure I'll just improvise and wing it. So it was Mark, then Jericho. That was it. My brain is faster than Google. Then Jericho, the lead singer from a group called Then Jericho, who'd had a hit with This Big Area of Mine or something, and he was on, and as soon as the Lars came on with this song, and I thought, wow, this is a really great song. And after a few, I don't even know if it was a minute, he just sort of got up and hit the button and stopped it. And they said, well, what didn't you like about it? And he said, oh, well, I don't understand why people are doing these 60s songs. And I couldn't understand why that would be a valid criticism. I mean, why would you, if something is good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. But just because it has a 60s influence, why would you not like it? I don't understand. So that always stuck with me. And then later on, the song became a huge hit. And I felt vindicated that my taste was shared by millions of people across the world. And so anyway, always wanted to do a song in that style of There She Goes, like a classic sing-along 60s style pop song. I mean, 60s style, I don't know really, I mean, it's difficult to say what it is, but anyway, I've always loved 60s music, but then I've always loved 70s music, 80s music. 90s, when things started to get a little bit down. I mean, I like the Stone Roses, but they were really technically an 80s group, I guess, with the, Anyway, enough about me. The song Idea. So it was thinking of There She Goes. Every time I try and write a song like that, I always start off with a D chord. I don't think I've ever actually checked it. I think it's in a D, the original song. Can't play it, so I don't know. So it went from a D to a G, which, with that held down, G major, and then went to the A, just naturally, B, G, and for some reason, because I've been playing that note, that's the A. This is a suspended fourth, and it gives you a sort of sense of tension when you go from the normal A major chord, which is with a major third, and you move up a fourth. it has a feeling that it wants to resolve. You hear it a lot in a lot of music. But as I say, if it comes to theory and technique, you're better off. There are lots of other channels that are going to be able to explain the technique, the music theory, music composition much better than I can. So go check that. But just as a window into like how I was thinking when I was writing the song, and I thought that I like that sounded really good. La 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 na 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 na. So that I thought was good verse, and I thought, where can I go from there, from the A major? And I just went to the C major for no real reason, just happened. And it's sort of a looping type thing to get back onto the D chord. It wasn't planned. So that would be C major, G major, D major, A major, C major, G major, D, which I thought sounded good. And then I came up with a melody over it. If I can remember it now, it was. And I'm not sure whether to play it those as a normal C, G, D, or as I think it's like a C6, and keep the D major as a D suspended fourth, because I think the note is a G. La 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 la. So I'll be working this out over the weekend. So I've got a verse, I think like a 2-part verse. I think that all sounds like a verse, and then this sort of progression came to mind as a sort of bridge. So, also, in the previous video, there were a couple of mistakes in the video. My falsetto didn't go very well, and I fluffed up one of the guitar lines. But that particular take, I did about 8 takes of that track, and none of them came out the way I wanted. Some of them came out with no mistakes, but they didn't sound particularly emotional or exciting, or the chorus didn't really, lift the way I wanted to do. So I thought, I'd given a choice. I put up the one with the mistakes in, because I thought it showed. I don't know. It just seemed like, even though there were a couple of mistakes, it was a better take. So these are not the finished products; these are finished songs. So even if the performance has a mistake in it, my thinking is that the song is a good song regardless of my performance. I'm not particularly proud of my guitar playing skills or my singing skills. If I have a skill, it's writing songs. So for some reason, then I've now lumbered myself with a song that seems to be quite a high-pitched song, and because it's in this D, using the open strings and the suspended chords, it'd be difficult to change the key. So I'm going to try and sing it in this key. But I've noticed that singing at home, I feel sort of pressured in a way that if I'm in a rehearsal room, I can sing loudly and I don't worry about it. Whereas here, I'm worried about annoying the neighbours, and so I sing quietly. And I think sometimes if you feel constrained, nothing ever feels comfortable. But those are just like my excuses, I'm enjoying the process of working on these songs and uploading them, and it really is amazing. Now, this is the 9th idea, so hopefully next week there'll have been 9 finished songs. I think there's quite a lot of variety amongst them, and it's made me work a lot more on my lyrics, which I think has been very, very good for me personally. And it's also, as I said before, I'm meeting people on YouTube and finding great singers and songwriters, and it's wonderful experience. So if I had more time, I would dedicate more time to it. And in this sort of era of uncertainty over the the COVID-19, all the other terrible things that are happening in the world, it's nice for me to be able to focus on something that's pure. It's just, I'm not selling anything. It's just, showing some songs. If you like them, it's great. And it's just something that I'm finding it very satisfying. And I hope you enjoy it too. Take care. Bye bye.